favourite hasn't previously won the award, make sure you make us aware of that, because that's where the race might come from.
Right.
But yeah, a few of the awards, Danny Houghton did have a narrow lead in Player of the Year for the SLPies, but narrow lead in that. A few of the awards have runaway leaders. We have different criteria, we believe, to the Super League for Young Player of the Year. We have under the age of 21 at season kickoff.
Yeah.
Sorry, under the age of 22 at season kickoff, sorry. So Ben Curry is in there and running away. I would let all Hull FC fans know that 24-year-old Jamie Shaw was not under the age of 22 at the time the season kicked.
There's nothing like a bit of blind support, is there?
I would also make people aware that Sam Tompkins doesn't qualify for our worst new signing award. That's, if you want to bash on him, I've put him as an option for you in another award.
To be fair, you put him in there as that as well. I had no.
So go for that. But it's not his first season at the club, so he doesn't qualify for that. We have had a few people using the facility of the other option, which we appreciate. People who don't be offended by your choices that we're missing, I would say, because we did this based on people wanting us to do a shortlist.
Yeah, exactly.
We've kept the other option there because we know that we want everyone's own opinions, and we can't cover the entire gamut of those in a 4-name shortlist.
And to be fair, when over 70% of people tell us to do a shortlist and include other, then you're going to get what you ask for.
Yes, exactly, and that's what you've got. So please don't feel like we're dissing your club by not having your favourite young player from your club or what have you on the list. But do fact check yourself a little bit on young player.
All FC, you've won enough individual awards this year now. You're probably going to pick up a couple in the SLPies as well.
Yeah, and the dream team, there's a few positions that I've got. The positions where you can pick 2 players, there's one player running out well in front on all of those, but the second option is a bit tighter. Where you can pick multiple options, fullback is almost a done deal. A few of the other ones.
Is it future Young Player of the Year, Jamie Shaw?
A few of the other ones are very much wide open, so get your votes in for those things, guys.
There you go, fantastic.
I want to see as many votes as we see plays on the episodes, ideally. So share it with your friends as well if they don't listen to the show, because they can still vote. That's fine.
That's it. We're an ever-growing source of rugby league media, so share it. And
don't vote for themselves in Listener of the Year.
Oh yeah, no, that should be voided.
They won't be counted.
They should be out of the comp for that. Other people's votes for them should be void as well. If you've got the temerity to vote for yourself, I'm telling you now, I think we should take them out. If you voted for yourself, that is not in the spirit of it.
People have got the option to. People have got the option of not voting at all in any of the categories of the SLPies. Not in the dream team, because just pick someone. But in the SLPies, if you don't want to vote for someone, if you don't want to give a negative vote on someone who's been bad, or if you don't want to call someone to see you next Tuesday or whatever, if you don't know who your favourite listener of the year is, you don't have to vote on those categories. Don't vote for yourself.
All I'd say on Listener of the Year, if you don't know who to vote for, Mark and I both listen to the show, so from a technical standpoint, you could
hold on. You're as bad as those. all votes for Tom Crook are now null and void. I hope you realise.
Yeah.
If anything, I might add you in as an option on the team next Tuesday.
I think I'd prefer to be one of rugby league's lovable clowns, Mark. So I don't think I'm necessarily that poisonous for the sport. Right. Anything else from you, sir?
No, just next week I might throw some stats in to round out the show, even though we've managed to talk for hours about 4 games. I'm sure we can do the same about one.
That's it. And if you're a Warrington fan or a Wigan fan, one of you is going to be supporting this year's champions by the time we record the next show, and we're going to probably want to try and get one of you on to talk about the game. So in the interest of the podcast, it would help us if Warrington won, really, wouldn't it?
I'm not even sure if we need to go down the line of a Wigan fan.
You're not bothered?
Yeah. No, I am bothered.
A bit of a Wigan fest, doesn't it?
I am bothered. But what I would say is, if anyone wants to put themselves forward,
exactly. That was where I was going to try and land my plane. If you want to be on the Super League pod next week and talk about your team,
we can have more than one, couldn't we?
Of course we could. Well, we could have one from each. Even if your team loses and you want to be on Super League pod next week, hit us up. Let us know. We'll have you on. We'll stick you on phone next to the dictaphone.
We'll see what we can put together.
You'll join such illustrious company as Scoops McKenzie and Adam O'Brien. So you could be on the Super League pod.
John Padgett
from the year before.
Andrew Smith.
Yeah, there you are. Right. We'll see you next time for a very special grand final edition of the Super League Pod.